Well folks, it's another HMV Stereomaster 2400, which is the record player only type of stereogram. So we'll start by taking the chassis out, so we'll pop the bottom off. And it's funny because I only did one, was it January, for the customer in Sheffield. This gentleman's from Milton Keynes. This was his late father's and he loves it to bits, and so he wants a full overhaul. One of the things I noticed straight away was the use of cotton covered wire, and it's been nicely terminated. I understand the dog got it or something, but we will have to put the original type of wire on, which is of course a plastic one, not this type where it's a rubber coated. Might look pretty, but it's not good. I think we refer to that as kamikaze cable in the trade. So we need to get the amplifier out. Garrard 3000 turntable. I understand the motor doesn't start. It could be the switch, and it could be a fault with the motor, and I don't know if it's supposed to rattle around like that. So we will need to, as ever, we'll cut that off rather than unsolder it. And then we'll redress that when it comes to putting it together. On later models this is all plug-in, which is a bit better. I don't know whether we're going to put chop blocks in this one or whether we're going to do what we did last time and wire it back in. It might be sensible to do chop blocks. It makes it easier, so we'll cut those as well. Good. Right, we'll get the chassis out. So there we have it. The chassis is out. AD161A6, AD162 germanium output transistors, but most of the other transistors are silicon. You've got the awful Collins capacitors. The one for the power supply is a stabilised power supply on these. That looks like it's starting to pop its clogs. We'll be changing the main electrolytic as well. So we'll do a bit of recording of this as Mr. Chippie, who is going to be doing this, gets on with it. Right, so all the capacitors have been changed, and Mr. Chippie made a discovery that some of these parts had been changed before, mainly in the preamp stage. One of them was very high ESR, wasn't it?
I'll find them, because interesting. These two, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Sprague? These two. One was 22 ohm ESR, whereas the replacements were about 1.6 ohm, so I don't think they'd have performed very good. You got that in shot?
Yep.
Try again. Yeah, 34.2 ohm ESR.
Yeah, that's no good. And it's 6.
And they were to replace some 2 microfarad ones, but they put 4 microfarads. No, sorry. Is that the one? Yeah, 4 microfarad, which the reading 6.18, but they were to replace 2 microfarad.
I think that would make it slightly bassy.
But,
not that I know where it goes in the circuit, and I'm not that bothered either, but it's somewhere in the preamp.
I didn't measure the other.
No, that's all right. And do you want to just check one of those nasty Hunts or Callins things? Have you tested any of those?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them test high, as usual.
And yeah, as it's coming to the end of its time, so we've got a nasty Callins one.
But ESR wise, they're okay. This is 450 microfarad. It's 556, 546, so
it's imminent failure on those. So it's had some work before. We've changed the big capacitor. They're not often, the big smoothing capacitor, they're not often actually faulty, but you know, we don't want to start with the hum when he gets it back in a week's time. So we're battling on with this because we really haven't got time to do it. So the best thing to do is to just get on with it and get it back out of the way. So the next thing we're going to do is connect the speakers to the wires that I've chopped. We'll get some croc clips on those and we'll power it up, and then we'll put a signal generator on it and see what we can see. So are we going to do a cassette deck? Which is the easiest?
Well, we could plug something into the
radio. I think we'll plug the cassette deck. It's 5 DIN on this. The radio's mono for a transistor radio. So we'll do that. I'll just do the cassette deck. It doesn't need to be calibrated like some precision instruments, so as long as it sounds right. Right, we'll pause the video at that point. Okay, so we've got it playing on our realistic cassette deck. It's on both channels and it's all equal, and it's playing a treat. So I think the next stage will be putting it back in the cabinet and looking at the record deck. Yeah, I think we'll conclude this at this point, and this is the part 1, and we'll concentrate part 2 on doing the Garrard 3000 turntable. So thanks for watching the HMV Stereomaster 2040. Where's the service manual?
2400.
2400, yes. I think it's about 1916. I just turned that down. It's so. We'll probably get a copyright strike for this. Where did the service manual go for this? Which I printed off. Thank you. So you look at the ERT service data, 1969. So we are. Thanks for watching.